My ex invited me to her birthday party, and long story short, I don't want to go. Mostly because I'm very antisocial. I want to tell her I'd much rather stay home, but I don't want to come off as toxic. I don't really do social meetings outside of family. Any advice of saying no in a respectful, responsible manner?
This one's so easy.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's absurd. These guys just keep getting dumber and dumber out there. That's what I. That's what I. You want to go first, Jamie? Or you want me? Because
I
mine
just
is
feel
me.
like our faces said it all. If there's any way to like sync that up, right when we heard the same word, which was without the toxic thing,
The
without being
toxic
toxic,
thing.
both
When you're
of
not
us,
toxic, if you say no,
yeah, both of
you
us rolled our
fucking
eyes at the
dummy.
same exact moment and made a face, a grimace, because saying no is the healthiest thing, and setting boundaries and all the other whatever therapy speak that everybody does now. The truth of it is that everybody misuses the words. It's not toxic, it's healthy to know your boundaries and to say no. And there's of course a healthy way to say it. Be like, hey, lot of love for you, no hard feelings on the breakup, we're still friends. It sounds like y'all are still friends. I hope you have the best birthday. Maybe send her a little, if you want to give her a little gift, or if you want to say I'd love to take you to coffee next week if you guys are still hanging out. Then do that, but don't go to the party. That it just
Yeah,
don't
just say
go.
no.
That's the healthiest thing.
It's pretty. This is an easy one. Just say no. I don't understand why. I don't even understand why that word toxic came up inside of that question. To me, that's just that word was so silly in there. It doesn't make any sense. It's not toxic to just not want to do something. Unless you just don't want to do something, and that's 100% okay. I don't like to do a lot of things, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's crazy to think, oh well, I don't want to be toxic by telling someone I don't want to do something. You know, Whatever you do, just be upfront about it. Because I do hate that. This is a pet peeve of mine, is where someone's like, "Oh yeah, I want to hang out or I want to do something," but then they got reasons, why they're not hanging out. They have different excuses that are always kind of like whatever, like stupid, silly reasons. I'm like, well, that reason doesn't make any sense. Just be honest and be like, hey, I don't want to hang out. Just say, I don't want to come. It's not for me. This party, I don't feel like I want to be there. I get social anxiety, and this doesn't feel like I would have a good time. Like, just be honest. Don't be like, well, I got a dog appointment tomorrow, so I got to get up early. I can't, just silly shit like that.
I used to explain myself more. I don't even think he needs to explain himself. I think no is enough. You don't have to. If
That's
you're,
also
if
true.
she, yeah, if she questions you or whatever, you could explain it further. And if you dated, she probably knows you pretty well. So yeah, but you don't even need to explain yourself to people. It's whatever. I think it strikes me, Andrew. Do you think like maybe he used the word toxic, so maybe he's worried about his own, maybe he has social anxiety and he wants that to change, and that's what this is really about, because he's like, I kind of want to go, but I freak out over that stuff. So if that's the thing, and like you want to work on your social anxiety, maybe don't start with the party, maybe go get therapy, as we've said
Yeah.
to many people. Or if you feel like you're missing out on a lot of life things because of your anxiety, um, like, I don't want to bring it too real, but like I used to miss out on a lot of life things because my body dysmorphia stuff was so bad at a point where like I didn't want to go to meals with friends or anything that involved food. So like if you have that same thing with your anxiety where you're like, it's impacting like my enjoyment of life, then like go get help, and or work on it. But if you're just saying no because you don't want to go, you don't need to explain yourself, and it's not toxic.
Yeah. What the toxic thing makes me think he's been called toxic before or something, or like maybe
Maybe by
maybe this
her.
Maybe by her. Totally. That's what I was thinking, is that maybe he got called toxic by her. But it's probably because he freaks out. He's like, oh, I have anxiety. And so I freak out around other people, but he just yells at her. And then she's like, you're toxic, dude. And then now he's just like, I don't want to be toxic. Like, really? I don't know. I hate this guy for some reason. I'm sorry.
Well, actually, if the girl is listening, when he calls you to tell you he's not coming to your birthday,
Call him toxic and hang up.
make sure you say to him, oh, well, it's okay. I already told everyone there was only a 50-50 shot you were going to come anyway.
Oh, yeah. Gaslight him into
Yeah.
into coming.